To the fork of justice? Okay, this is hippies. This is hippies.
Your taillight's out. Please step out of the vehicle.
I am laughing so hard I can't breathe.
Stir the entire contents of 2 pouches into 10 cups of boiling water. In a survival situation, do you have fucking 10 cups of water and something to fucking boil it with? I don't fucking know. Also, I know what 10 goddamn cups of water looks like. I'm just gonna fucking put water in this pot, enough, and I'm gonna fucking make it boil. I know how to cook. I may or may not have underestimated 10 cups of water. But it doesn't matter. This is survival science.
Uh-huh. Coming through. Beep, beep.
Oh, we can pass the nearby wait station.
Oh, that's good. Oh, shit.
What the fuck did you just do?
I made an oopsie.
Damn it. You need me to come back and bump you? Do you need me to come back?
I needed... This guy behind me is just honking patiently. I am the reason why there is a traffic jam now. Alright. I just hit something else.
She's gonna get my fancy car.
Man, that thing is really
Oh no, he's got my
Oh no, he knocked his own car over. I deserve that.
Welcome to my theme park. Welcome to the park.
Oh God, why?
Yep, that's correct. That's what they do.
God, he even runs like a fucking stripper.
How many strippers have you seen run, Deputy?
Oh, they're fast in heels, man. You gotta be careful.
Yes?
I am the best sneak. I've actually crashed a lot of streams.
Ah, the stream crasher.
Oh, dude, it's like you find out.
So the game did just crash.
Oh no!
One moment.
Where's the other half? Oh shit!
Whoa.
He's gone.
I must go. My people need me.
Or just... Where's my lick button?
You're not a train. Stop.
Oh, no. Oh boy, here we go. I'm on the train. Psycho's on the train.
Yeah, I was gonna say the best part about Farm Sim is you can customize your character, and if you pay them $150, you can get your own likeness put in the game. Yeah, I mean, look on stream. I am in the tractor right now.
Anime Toonami, they have two movies that followed them, where it's a crazy chick riding a scooter with a the robot dude that's somehow involved with her.
Philly.
She's pulling us. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I've yet to actually watch the two new Fooly Coolies.
Pretty easy to tell the difference between a female and a male, because a male clacks when it runs. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Farm Sim Fridays. I am the voice that controls the vertical, the horizontal, and the sideways. I am the bulk. Tonight with me, we have the ever-lovely upside-down lady Hosfae.
Oh, hi.
That angry leaf Zayaku. Grumble. And a very not raging Cajun Mad Ducks.
You see, he says he controls the vertical and the horizontal, but we stole the depth and the diagonal. In fact, I took his diagonal and I hid it in Zaiku's desk. Then I put a combination lock on that drawer and I wrote it down and hid it inside Hosfae's desk, which I then locked and put a combination lock on it, the combination which I hid in Bulk's desk. And now we wait.
What kind of lock?
I'm impressed that you put it in a lock on my desk.
I have a drill. Leave me alone.
It's a good drill.
I have a whole
all
hog.
the places that you could hide things on my desk.
In plain sight?
Oh yeah.
I've got a very, very
Hi, Zenith.
decorated desk.
Our positive share 5 on Volkerstein. Tonight on Farm Sim Friday, Zaiku tries to establish the space agency. Book is complaining about farming and has suddenly apparently got the Indian flu, and Hosfae is driving the tuk-tuk.
But I'm still very proud.
Off the off Green's thing.
Oh, they got the axe, didn't they?
Huh?
No, they just came off.
Oh, okay. I'm
Wait, what do you mean they just came off?
The physics engine in this game is a little different.
No. We had those things lashed down. They should not have come off.
We did. They came
And
off.
no, they're not. I'm
Green.
looking. Either way, I am still proud of Operation Tuk Tuk Heist.
Yep.
It's been immortalized.
I shared screenshots of it in the Farming Sim Discord because I have no mercy.
Yes.
I proudly told it to others.
I will cause psychological damage to the makers of video games that I play, and I will show them how I abuse the game.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
In this case, they actually kind of do.
They still haven't fixed the thing. Yeah.
The thing with the place in the movie, what's it?
And when you
the
connect
thing
the
with the
doodad.
death. And you connect the doodad, yes.
Oh, our server Crusher 7000.
The Server Crusher 7000.
Hey, it wasn't. I want to point out that no server crashes have been my fault yet.
Yet.
You know, I feel like I'm getting blamed for something here.
It was an accident.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying.
No, it was an accident the first time.
Yeah.
Statistically, Zaiku, how many times have you seen me break games on accident? Just like finding ways to cheat through doors because I'm an idiot, etc.
About the same as me accidentally finding server crashing mechanics.
Right. I have, aside from accidentally launching a header like 80 feet and landing on a shed and having to reset it. Aside from that, and
aside from that.
And stealing the header from Bulk somehow. Aside from those things, and aside from when my tractor glitched below the ground the other day and I had to reset it, and aside from tipping over, anyway, aside from a few occasions, I have not broken this game. Not once.
No, you haven't broken it. Those are just
features.
Those are just features. I broke it.
Yep.
It was dead.
I
it was broke.
still want to know if we can con them into implementing a way of exploding this 54-acre field.
Yes.
I love this field, but I would absolutely make the entire thing explode and start over without hesitation.
I was going to say, speaking of Chairwoman Mao, she is yelling very angrily in the kitchen for some reason.
Well, she's trying to make an omelet, and you're not in there helping her stir.
Yeah.
And I understand, but I'm very disappointed.
Yep.
Yeah, how do you make an
But I
omelet
also
without
see the pets and somebody, Hangry Kitty, asking about Vader and Chairwoman Mao. And I suppose I could tell them story time about this particular gray goober smooch and his mama.
Goober smooch?
Yeah, goober smooch. Hi, Mau Mau. Hello, my dignified little softy.
I'm selling.
It's got to hide from the camera, huh? You gotta hide
Before
from
there
the
are any
camera?
witnesses, I'm selling my house. I sold my house. I burned it down.
Yep.
I exploded it.
Pickle. It's really wanting to take a while to compile the shaders here.
Yeah, there's a lot of shaders to compile.
Been doing that.
Yep.
Hey, the shaders compiling is not my fault statistically.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Zenith always there with the kitten bit.
Yep. But yeah, so story time for the new person that is interested in the cats. Mao was found on the 4th of July, about 2 years ago. And she was found giving birth to Vader and 5 other kittens in a brush pile that was getting ready to be burned. My friend at the time found the litter of cats, and the mom, who was in that that status of mind, had just pulled her inside with all her kittens and put her in a box and let her have her kittens and be safe. Long story short, everybody eventually got adopted. I adopted Vader and Mao because the cat that they already had beforehand really did not like Mao, and Mao was being very protective of her. I'm assuming her first litter. So I took her and Vader, and they're mine. And he has the last cat that did not get adopted by anyone else, which is Mimi, and then his old cat passed away, and then they've got another cat called Zeus. And he is an orange tiger stripe, and he has 1.5 brain cell.
1.5. Ooh, above average.
Yep. And Lord Troa with the subscribe. Thank you, buddy, for 20 months. I'm gonna restart the game again.
You're right.
It's really not wanting to launch. Well, it's really not wanting to load the game all the way into the server. So it might help if I actually not tab out for a second.
It hates when you tab out. It forgets what it's doing.
Yes.
It's a very special program. Special. Quote.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you do not tab out when it's loading the map.
Until you hit enter, thou tabest not.
Problem is, I was having to tab out.
Well,
don't
do it this time.
Yeah, don't do it this time, I guess.
Thou waiteth patiently.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I have to brag on Hosfae.
Uh-oh.
What?
Hosfae organized my farm.
Yeah,
she went full termite and finished off my trees for me, because I bought a second sawmill, and she decided she was on a mission. And then I put up a shed, and not everything fit easily, so I put up a second shed with a solar roof, and Hosfae organized my stuff, and I'm actually trying to keep it roughly where it was. I'm even thinking about getting a new shed. So thank you, Hosfae. It's my farm looks pretty.
Pretty nicer.
My farm.
No, it's actually it's organized.
For everybody that's curious, this is
I bought the crop circle.
Yeah, he bought the sea field.
That first night when we streamed this.
Yep.
Hosfae said, "Hey, Mad Ducks, this field has a crop circle in it.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to buy it?" And then by the time she finished asking, "Do you want to buy it?" I owned it.
I did not say, do you want to buy it? I just said that field looks like it's got a crop circle in it.
Well, whatever
and you
your
said,
next
I bought
sentence,
it for the memes.
whatever your next sentence was, I didn't hear it because I was busy buying the field. I have suffered because of my commitment to the meme. That field is terrible. Ooh, water break.
I am not obsessive compulsive. I am obsessive, but I'm not compulsive.
Yep, she's compulsively obsessive.
I'm obsessively cranky.
Yes.
Maybe.
But
I do know people who suffer from obsessive compulsive disorder, and I will not do them the disservice of saying that that's what I have.
For the record, I did have a system. It wasn't a good system, but it worked. All of my tractors were in the middle. All of my plow and planting hardware. All of my pantsing hardware was on one side. All of my trailers and things for moving stuff was on the other side. And I had a little pad where I squished all of my sprayers and fertilizers and like piles of junk like that, fertilizer and lime and stuff over there. And it was organized-ish. Legally, it was organized. Legally. But I also had no room until all the trees were cleared out. Oh.
Yep.
Zyko, I need to steal your grinder.
Okay.
I have one stump. One. Actually, I can't find it now. Oh, there it is.
You've got a field full of frisbees.
I do.
Well, you had a field full of frisbees when I got there.
Ah. No, there's this one tiny little spot. I did accidentally leave one of my trucks idling for 8 months.
Oops.
Oh, that's not ideal.
It's probably not great for,
I mean, you gotta break them in somehow.
Well, I was gonna say that's not good for the cams. Never mind the fueling system.
Is it it's not ideal to fuel up a vehicle while it's running, is it?
It's potentially dangerous. For multiple reasons.
It might just explode. It's fine.
We just had a C-17 fly over our house.
Uh.
I was then I was thinking about those flights that they do where they fuel them as they're going.
The mid-flight fuels.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
gonna step away for just a moment.
Yep.
While
I'm gonna.
Bulk fights this game.
Yeah. Very much fight the game.
Also, I've just received bad news that
Sorry,
we're low on
Bulk.
green tea.
Uh-oh.
This is unacceptable. Shiloh will eat you.
Probably.
Possibly.
And not in a fun way.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and do. Gym catch.
A riveting stream so far.
I know. I'm looking at this gym cache and where's no, I'm deleting the shader cache and the gym cache.
And the gym cache? What?
Yeah, it's the cache that Jim has.
Yeah, Jim's not allowed to have his cache.
I was thinking GYM cache. I'm like, exercise?
No.
Yeah, Jim. Kitty says running a vehicle while refueling is safer, but still a bad idea. Yeah, it's especially a bad idea with gasoline vehicles. Diesels, not so much. Diesel fuel's a bit more
stable.
Yeah, that's the word we'll use.
Less combustible at low fire.
And it has a higher flash point.
Yeah, that's the one.
Modern gas
I've never
vehicles should
been
not be
to it.
refilled while running. Causes issues with the evaporation system. Yeah, you just remove the evaporation system and the problem's solved.
I think I only would have considered it with our previous vehicle that we had issues turning it on.
Yep.
Only Sterling did. My husband did, not me. I could turn it on, but nobody else could.
Mm-hmm.
That is why we got a new vehicle.
Yep. UNC Samurai. Do not joke about ours, son. Assumes in the area you have another problem. Yeah, no. Actually, that is a very common thing. Is evap systems goofing and just causing all sorts of issues.
We're synchronizing with these.
What?
Well,
What, Hoss?
We're synchronizing with you, so
Yes.
you've made progress.
Again.
I have a very tired kitty next to me, teddy bear.
Mm.
I worried he was he had an ear infection yesterday because he was walking around and
Mm-hmm.
you know that meme of the cat that's like me, and it has the ear that's sideways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Teddy yesterday, and we're like, that's not normal. So
Considering what cat it is,
There's nothing normal about that creature.
yeah, no, but you know what I mean.
creature.
Yep. Code 4242. That's why I have a code reader deleted. Bad gas cap. No. Another one is your evap solenoid doesn't open up to allow gas to vent into the charcoal canister. Some vehicles, yeah, like I said, it just pays just to remove it and just let it vent. When that solenoid stops working, it prevents you from even filling the vehicle in a timely manner because you need you need a vent somewhere, and modern gas pumps don't have vents on them. The Dodge Rampage, yes. Somebody's talking about how they wish we had Utes in the U.S. Well, the closest thing you're going to have to a Ute right now would be the Honda Ridgeline, the Ford Maverick. Hyundai makes a truck thing that's on a unibody as well. Like, it's built on the Santa Fe, and it's just like, oh, this is a long Santa Fe, and it has a bed.
The long Fe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This Pika Teddy is normal by comparison. Rampage, the fail Camino, yes. Man, this is very suboptimal.
Yeah, what the hell?
What percentage is it at?
It's stuck on compiling shaders
yeah, it
still.
does that for a little while.
But no, it was sitting there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't
Last
sit
time
there
I looked,
that
it was
long.
at 60%.
It synchronizes at 60% and then does the shaders after that.
Yep.
And it's the shaders that cause issues.
SUVs usually have a covered boot, don't they? As opposed to
more or
a
less.
flatbed.
Yeah.
That depends. Some of the new ones are
well, an SUVs
cheap trucks.
I was gonna say, and we are synchronizing again.
No, that was me.
That's because of Zyku.
Oh.
Yeah, I got stuck in it.
Model TT. So yeah.
Because I have an SUV.
Yep.
My dad's got a Ute, and they're not the same.
Yep.
It's not the same.
Pardon me.
Come on, box game. Clay.
Yeah,
Clay,
I was
Clay,
gonna say if
actually-
this keeps up, I don't know.
Wait.
Mine sits there for like ages doing that, and then suddenly it's fine.
Yeah, no.
It's the size of the map.
Probably is.
Any terraforming, any tree deformation.
Well,
Oh man,
recompile the
deformation.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's compiling the shaders, so this is a fun one.
Well, because I've been doing a lot of tree deformation.
Waiting with joining until the server is established.
I hear sounds from in-game.
Yeah.
Are you still loading, Psycho?
Yeah, but
Okay.
my load's slow anyway.
Yeah. Didn't make the left-hand drive from the hold mute and release it as a reboot of the El Camino back in 2000s. That thing would have sold like hotcakes. Yeah, but GM then also sold the HHR and was like, it didn't sell well, so I guess people don't want car trucks. And it's like, you
No,
didn't listen to
nobody wants
what
a car
people
truck.
wanted. Also, the GTO was selling relatively well. Also, the Chevrolet SS sold very well considering you didn't advertise it existing.
Mm.
We don't want to advertise it just in case people like it.
Right? It's like, nah, well, you know that thing that everybody likes, NASCAR? Yeah, we're just going to keep the Impala as the car, the front-wheel drive car instead of the SS, which is rear-wheel drive and has a V8, which would make it really close to being a NASCAR. Compared to,
SUV. It's got space for activities.
Yes.
Activities, huh?
Uh-huh.
I take little old ladies all the time, and I have to pack in their little walkers.
Yep.
I don't even need to fold them up; they just fit in.
Yep.
You're not supposed to fold the old ladies.
The walkers, you number.
Did I come back from AFK to find bulk still borked?
Yep.
Actually, mine's not loading final shaders either now.
Yep. Jimmy, or did I mess up the SSR with the HHR? Because the one that was like long Chevy Cobalt was actually really nice for contractors. Especially the panel van version, because it was just like, oh yes, it is a what was it that we've the Ford Eco Transit, but longer and a lot cheaper.
Well, would it be useful to do a reset on the server?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do a real fast run. I'm gonna try and load the single player, make a single player map and just load it and go. Yep, the HHR was a modern take on the late 40s Suburban. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And then the SSR was the pickup truck that had a folding hardtop.
You have to say pickup truck in parentheses. I mean, in quotation marks.
Well, the funny thing about it is Dodge actually did something like that with the Dakota.
Dodge Dakota.
Do 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 do.
Shit.
It was a panel van looking mess. The SSR was the mini truck looking thing that was rear wheel drive V8 and weighed nothing. Bed space was less than most cars. Yeah.
You know, a car is a waste of space.
Yeah.
Dodge Rams.
Rams? You think?
Do I need to abandon server so that we can reboot server?
Oh shit.
No, I am. It's getting stuck on compiling shaders. So it's loading the map, but then the shaders, it's flipping the table.
Mm-hmm.
Not as bad as the Plymouth Prowler. Let's see, the Plymouth Prowler was like the SSR, the HHR, the Plymouth Prowler. What was another one? There were so many, like, let's make 30s, 40s, 50s retro car. During the 2000s. And then everybody just constantly, yep, there we go.
Okay. Let's
Are you
see.
then going to try and
Yeah.
run it in multiplayer, or are you just going to play your own game?
Nope.
Well, no, since it has the shaders now.
Yep, hopefully.
Okay. We've been getting a lot of Dodge Rams showing up around here, and they are just absolutely enormous, and they have no right to be that big and be on the road.
Up next, troubleshooting the musical.
Right.
It's like trying to park next to one is like obscene.
Trying to park next to a medium-duty vehicle.
Yeah, but they're so wide.
They're wide, they're long.
Well, okay, you're saying
they're tall.
they're so wide. Well, then I know exactly which ones are being brought over, and I retract my statement slightly and say, the people that are buying them are buying T-Rexes, the most expensive half-ton frame you can get your hands on.
Well, I assume if you're going to pay to get one imported.
I was gonna say if I gotta pay $20,000, I might as well make it $140,000. Yep.
Yeah, I had to park next to one, and I wasn't happy about it.
Yep.
Park next one. You ever pull up next to one? Trying to see around them.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see over them. Can't see around them. And they always pull just a little too far forward to see in front of them.
They always pull to the second line on a crosswalk.
Uh-huh.
You're only meant to pull up to the point. So
you're supposed to pull up to the stop line.
Yeah, which is before the
sign.
crosswalk. Or which is before the crosswalk, yeah. Bleh.
My driving instructor that I had when I was learning to drive was like, you pull up to where you can see the line underneath your wing mirrors.
Which line?
The stop line.
Okay, the stop line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most people don't do that.
Yeah. When will people listen?
But we've got so many traffic lights that are censored. So you got to pull just a little bit further forward so that they recognize that you're there.
Under the wing mirrors.
The mirrors that are
the side mirrors. Yeah.
The little flaps that are.
Yeah.
I call them the flaps because mine come in and out.
Yeah, Von Fulkerstein, I don't think it's other people being on the server at this point. I truly believe it's the shaders. But if you're right, I was going to say, if this takes a couple more minutes again, yeah, I'll ask everybody to leave the server and let me come in first.
I guess.
I can get out of the
seems. I mean, it's a shot in the dark, but it seems like that's. I don't know. I'll eat my hat. I will eat the whole hat on this one.
Well, Ducks, tell them why you couldn't find a server list.
Oh, yes, you couldn't find it.
No, the server list in general.
Yes, it wouldn't run for him. It wouldn't run for you.
No. The server list worked fine. It was just our game and Ducks' game.
Yeah.
Ducks couldn't get to the list.
I couldn't even see the server list, and honestly, it took a while before I could see the server list again. This game is absolutely ready for public release.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the subject of the size of trucks, I had a 95 Sierra pickup, extended cab. The hundreds of thousands of them. Everybody has seen this truck with a different paint job. That one was mine.
Yep.
And it was a great truck. Got 22 miles a gallon in town on tank of premium. and it just I just grandpa'd around, and sometimes I didn't grandpa around, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
And the only reason I replaced it was because a hurricane put an oak tree on top of it.
That'll happen.
Which,
it did.
it happens. Ironically, I pried the door open, put my foot on the clutch, and turned the key, and it still started, even though it was broken in half.
It sounds like a Toyota Hilux.
Yeah, well,
right.
The only problems I ever had with that truck were electrical. Well, comparing that truck to the new trucks, somebody, I have a friend that sold me, it was a huge blessing, sold me an Avalanche below market value. He's like, here, I'm not using this. I don't need this. I was going to sell it. I'm going to sell it to you for blank price. And I'm like, dude, are you sure? And the Avalanche is taller than my Sierra was.
Yep.
And then this guy went and he bought a brand new Silverado pickup truck. And that one is taller still.
Yep.
And I'm like, at what point do we admit that we're just trying to drive around a small efficiency apartment? I'm like, where do you put the washer and dryer? I mean, and they cost as much as an apartment too. So like, I want my 95 Sierra sized and shaped truck back. But like mine, where the interior was good and the engine was good, I'm getting out of the server.
Yep. I'm gonna ask you guys to get out of the server.
Okay.
Everybody out of the pool.
Yep. And I'm just looking at the
Nobody
shader
plays it.
cache, and it's repopulated 1. Gem cache is now 40 files again.
Voxstein,
Yeah.
going from 60 to 100 that quick is actually normal for this game.
Yep.
And actually the last one as well.
Yeah. Got a 2019 Ranger. Coworker has an 01 Ranger. If we park side by side, people still think I have an F1. Yes. The Ford Rangers now, that used to be teeny, are almost as big as my Silverado, as my Sierra was.
And remember, people put lift kits on these fucking monstrosities.
No, they don't. They put leveling kits on these, which are hockey pucks. In the spring purchase.
There's a little square tube that you kind of block made of square tubes. You jack the springs down. I refused to change my truck. Aside from when I replaced the shocks, I replaced the spongy, worthless factory shocks with better shocks, which you should do. Completely changed the way the vehicle handled on gravel. And considering I drove through a lot of floodwater and drove on a lot of gravel and occasionally went sideways through mud on purpose. Occasionally. I'm Southern. What do you want? But just changing the shocks was the only thing I changed. I had all-terrain tires on it. And just that one change was absolutely worth it. Everything, it felt like it handled like a completely different vehicle after that. Just changing those crappy factory shocks. Which did have 200,000 miles on them, but they were crappy beforehand. I got 250,000 miles on that truck before, and I would have 300,000 miles or more on it if it hadn't been for a hurricane.
That's about right. Yeah. We had, I think, a 98 Silverado 2500 at the family farm.
All right, hold on. Compiling shaders. Chat. I got press the encourage button.
Press F to doubt.
Don't press F to doubt.
I was going to say
G for
G for
G
go.
for go encourage.
Yeah, G for encourage.
Wait, have we been playing for 39 minutes and you still haven't gotten...
Yeah, I was going to say I have not been able to connect.
The word playing is...
That you guys have been playing. Like, the next step on this is me possibly restarting my computer.
Well, you say you guys have been playing, but I switched to push to talk because Shyla came in and she's like, "Did you eat dinner?" I'm like, "No." She said, "Did you eat lunch?" I'm like, "I ate a couple of bites of the microwavable meal that tasted terrible." And she said, "Go eat something." She said, "Are y'all doing anything yet?" I'm like, "We're loading." She said, "Get over there." I'm like, "Okay."
Yep.
Okay.
Go get yourself some food, man. You've been sick this whole week?
I mean, do I sound sick? Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say I've been the only person in my 3-hour radius that has been on site this week, I think.
Bully Snake says a leveling kit tells me you never intend to use the truck as a truck and only bought it instead of a car because you think it's cool or a status symbol.
Yes.
And he's absolutely 1,000% correct. There are when I got my truck, people were going, "You could mod that," and I'm like, "No, it's a tool.
Yeah.
Once you mod it, change things, you have a toy. I don't want a toy. I want a tool." And I pulled trailers with that thing all the time. And I remember when a restaurant that I worked at had to pack up and move to another location. The owner had a brand new Dodge Ram pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
We loaded all the equipment. We loaded this 18-foot flatbed trailer up with equipment, strapped everything down. It had to have weighed 9,000 pounds or more just of stuff. And we had to make like a half dozen or more trips just to move the big stuff. He starts up his Dodge Ram, brand new, had it less than a month, puts it in gear, and does not make it out of the parking lot before it shuts itself off.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, it didn't make it onto the road before it shut off. And it was like 10 minutes before it would start up again. And when it started up again, he started pulling the trailer again, and it shut off again. He had to disconnect the trailer, and he drove around the block. It worked fine.
Okay.
It just would not pull the trailer. So I'm like, "Here, I'll pull the trailer." He's like, "If my brand new Dodge Ram can't do it, your old clunker's not going to do it." I'm like, "Let's just try." Because I had, V8 and a stick shift. I had a work truck, and he was up, says smart truck. It probably was like, "Hey, you're passing my weight capacity." No, but we hitched the trailer up to my old Banger, and I moved that entire restaurant. I put it in first gear, got going, put it in second gear, and just kind of idled down the road and it honestly didn't feel like there was a trailer behind me until I tried to stop.
Until you try to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to restart your computer, mate.
That might be what's going on here. All right. Sorry, chat. I'm going to be back here in a second.
After these crashes, we'll be right back.